But yeah, have you guys heard A Thousand Names?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I know we've had this set up for a little bit, but I didn't want to assume because, and then right off the top of my head, some of this stuff is going to apply to everything, so I apologize. But like whenever you guys hear a song, it obviously not for just enjoyment, but like let's say it's a new song for church, is your initial instinct obviously is to pull up the chart, right? If they have one, correct? Awesome.
Yeah.
And and then do you normally look at obviously the chord names? Because 9 times out of 10, there's not going to be a number chart. But obviously, I'm going to give you those two things. I'm going to give you the key it's in. If there's multiple keys, there's going to be multiple charts, but also the number chart. Are you guys at all both familiar with looking at number charts when you're learning a song or playing a song?
Yes.
Yeah, cool,
Yeah. Mhm.
awesome. Um,
Number charts that you
David,
add, the number charts that you add for like worship that we do now, right? Like on Sundays.
like just I'd like that. So
Oh,
if you could just see instead of chords, it's just numbers.
yeah.
Um, so right off the bat, if you guys can instinctively start with this, um, especially if it's in an easy key like the key of A, um, that could really do wonders in the long term. Because once again, if you're already looking at something that has nothing to do with one specific key and you're thinking more universally, I like how this says F when it should not say F, it should say a number. But all the things I get to look at later and fix. Um, and I have definitely fixed mistakes in this process. Even just today, I've gone back on multiple charts. So feel free to let me know which ones are wrong. But regardless, you know, right off the bat, for this song in particular, what's funny about it is there are not a lot of chord progressions, but I want to show you guys one more thing if I can. See if I can pop this open. Yeah. So this is actually how I write my own charts. So it looks crazy simple, but it also kind of looks like a mess if you don't know what you're looking at. So now I get to explain it. But when it comes to me, so if let's just say I got a chart like this, or even a chart like this, um, my instinct is still to write my own chart. I know that sounds weird, but I want to break stuff down to be like the simplest it can be. That way I can just do a glance and then come back and engage. So, for me, when I'm charting, you'll notice too, like basically it's the same numbers that you're getting over here. Like for example, if I'm going to the numbers, and for some of these, I actually did do that. There was some songs like A Thousand Names, Anything Is Possible, and then like one other song I already had charted, so I didn't have to redo it. But for the ones that I didn't have, I just scrolled over, copied it, pasted it into my own note or my if you have a Word doc or whatever thing might work best for you. But the idea is to if you can engage with the song another layer like that. I'll stop using the word engage for this. If you can muscle memory and or kind of write something in your own way in your own words, that's really going to help you really quickly solidify a song. Like I don't want to say it's the only thing you can do, because another thing you can do is ear training wise, just listening to the song and going, oh, what numbers are those? Like I know it starts in the six because I've played the song before, but then what else does it do? Just almost like what quizzing yourself almost like while you're listening to it and learning it. But the cool thing is that if you do break things down from, let's just say, a big huge chart like this, and you do it in your own words, in your own writing or your own typing, it's just going to help you remember the song even more. I know as generational ministry musicians, we might naturally it might naturally make more sense because we don't have enough time to chart our own stuff. We don't have, let's say, the resources. Like, I don't know of any other kids or youth ministry that has all this stuff. I'm the crazy guy that is is the one that's in charge, and so I'm this is how I process all this information. But for main service, you have to have like a go-to method that you can do, and I'll say we're lucky to have an opportunity to be a part of main service in this way, because you're going to get the best of both worlds. Yes, you might not get the songs till Friday, Saturday before a Sunday, but if you already have these charts or the MP3s or whatever, the goal is for you to learn a song as fast as physically possible. And so that's going to be like, for what I do is when I'm listening to the song, I'll probably first chart it. So I'll actually listen to it either while I'm looking at the chart that's already there, or if I don't have a chart, let's say I'm driving and I'm just listening, I'll actually try to hear the changes first. And I'll try to pick up on things, like obviously I said lead hybrid pick second time. So this is implying that this is actually the verse. See, I don't even put verses, choruses, anything. I just know that when a song starts, usually it's the verse, you know. So just things like that, just doing quick little things that will hopefully. My cat just got fed, by the way. Uh, um, so once again, speeding up the method of you learning a song is kind of the goal right here. And even if you do take the chart that's already here, download it, which you should be able to always do, and add your own notes. Like even that is going to be huge. But I like the fact that, yeah, this song does not have that many chord changes, which is nice, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's not hard. I'm trying to think of any other little, I think the end is kind of crazy, and I wouldn't mind listening to it with you guys. Because like I said, the first few parts are pretty straightforward. The bridge is very long. But yeah, let me just open this guy. And we're going to go with the key of A, because why not? Hopefully you guys can hear it. I know you by a thousand. Deserve every single one. You've given me a million ways to be amazed at what you've done, and I am lost in wonder at all you do. I know you by a thousand names, and I'll sing them back. I'll sing them back to you. See, this is the bridge, right? Let's go over here. So I did miss most of that ending. I apologize. But the only thing I'm gonna point out is if you look, it's so subtle, but these are things that like a main service will do. But if you look right here, okay, it's literally the last time of the whole song, right? We're doing this chorus thing, and obviously we're doing this double time with the drums, and then you've got this 5/7. So literally the only time in the whole entire song where they do a 6/7/3/4 is at the very end right there. So I have that right there. And it's things like that. Like if you can find and kind of nitpick a song in that way, just hearing a little subtle thing. I know that the hits are more apparent, you know, they're more obvious. But that to me was like, that to me is a clear indication that you're listening, you're understanding the song, and you're seeing those little subtle. Sometimes it's almost like figuring out the subtleties in a song that differentiates you from you know, just playing as a volunteer at church to like playing every worship concert place you can with artists and blah 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 blah. And you know, a lot of times too, when you see a main service musician, that's where they're coming from. They're like, oh yeah, I heard that change from a mile away. I was actually anticipating it coming up at some point. And the more you can get those things, the more you can find them in a song, the you know, the easier this will get, I'll say. Does that kind of make sense, you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I know it's so subtle, but I was just like, oh, that was one. I think it does it in another song too. But we'll get there. Let me do this. Do you guys have any other questions about that song by any chance?
No, I love the fact you even put like second minor. The
Oh
little detail,
yeah,
right? The second minor.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, man. Whatever I can. I'm actually now trying to get out of this chart, and I can't seem to get out of it. I don't know what to do. How do I get out of this? I don't want to close it. I might have to close it. Let's see. And now it's going to go away. Perfect. And now I'll just open up another one. Yeah, iPad's crazy, but they're figuring it out.